Yeah. So we'll start with chapter number 3 and sloka number 30. So repeat after me. Mai sarvani karmani.
मयि
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि
सर्वाणि
Mai sarvani karmani.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि
Sanyasya adhyatma chetasha.
सन्न्यस्यात्मा
Sanyasya adhyatma chetasha.
चेतसा
Nirasir nirmamo bhutva.
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा
निराशीः निर्ममः भूत्वा युद्धस्य विगता ज्वरः
युद्धस्य विगता
युद्धस्य विगता ज्वरः
युद्धस्य विगता ज्वरः
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि
सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मा चेतसा
सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मा चेतसा
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा
युद्धस्य विगतज्वरः
यस्या विगतज्वरः।
Thank you. Word to word translation. Mai unto me, sarvani, all sorts of, karmani, activities, sannyasya, giving up completely, adhyatma, with full knowledge of the self, chetasha, by consciousness, nirasihi, without desire for profit, nirmamaha, without ownership, bhutva, so being, yudhya shiva, fight, vigata jwaraha, without being lethargic. Translation, repeat कीजिए. So therefore, O Arjuna,
Therefore, O
O
Arjuna,
Arjuna,
surrendering all your works unto me,
surrendering all your
surrendering
works
all
unto
your
me,
all
works
your
unto
works unto me,
with full knowledge of me,
with
with
full
full
knowledge of
knowledge
full
me,
knowledge of me,
without desires for profit,
without
without
desires
desires for
for
desires for
profit,
profit,
with no claims to proprietorship,
with
with
no
no
claims to
claims to
claims to
proprietorship,
proprietorship
proprietorship,
and free from lethargy, fight.
and
and
free
free from
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 lethargy,
lethargy
fight.
lethargy, fight.
Okay. Purport by His Divine Grace S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Who wants to read?
Can I, Prabhuji?
Girja Mataji. Yeah, please.
Purport. The verse clearly indicates the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. The Lord instructs that one has to become fully Krishna conscious to discharge his duties, as if in military discipline. Such an injection may make things a little difficult. Nevertheless, duties must be carried out with dependence of Krishna. Because of that, because of that is the constitutional position of living entities. The living entity cannot be happy independent of the corporation of the Supreme Lord because of the eternal because of
Constitutional.
constitutional position of the living entity is to become subordinate to the desires of the Lord. Arjuna was therefore ordered by Krishna to fight as if the Lord were his military commander. One has to sacrifice everything for goodwill of the Supreme Lord, and at the same time discharges prescribed duties without claiming proprietorship. Arjuna did not have to consider the order of the Lord, he had only to execute his order. The Supreme Lord is the soul of all souls. Therefore, one who depends solely and wholly on the Supreme Soul without personal consideration, or in other words, one who is fully Krishna conscious, is called Adhyatma Chetas. Nir-
Nirashihi.
Nirasihi means that one has to act on the order of the master, but should not expect fruitive results. The cashier may count millions of dollars for the employer, but he does not claim a cent for himself. Similarly, one has to realize that nothing in the world belongs to any individual person, but everything belongs to the Supreme Lord. That is the real purport of my or unto me. And when one acts in such Krishna consciousness, certainly he does not claim proprietorship over anything. This consciousness is called nirmama, or nothing is mine. And if there is any reluctance to execute such a central order, which is without consideration of so-called kinsmen in the bodily relationship, that reluctance should be thrown off. In this way, one may become vigata jwara, or feverish mentally, or
Without feverish. Without. Yeah.
without feverish mentality or lethargy. Everyone, according to his quality and position, has a particular type of work to discharge. All such duties may be discharged in Krishna consciousness, as described above. That will lead one to the path of liberation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. I think very straightforward and simple translation and purport. Yeah, maybe take 1 minute and you can all share one point in the chat box. Or if some of you wants to speak one line also you can speak. Yeah, just take 1 minute. There are some key points between the lines that you can find out.
Just I want to highlight on a person. Some few terms he has mentioned like Adhyatma Chetasa. So a Krishna conscious a person who is fully engaged his mind and everything on the Supreme. He is called as Adhyatma Chetasa. And another term is used for him is Nirashi. That means when he is into Krishna consciousness, he doesn't have his own desires. Whatever desire is for the Supreme only. So whatever results, like whatever he wants, he surrenders all the results to the Krishna or the Supreme. So these two arms, and also he is also another term is used as Nirmamaha. Nirmamaha means he doesn't own anything or doesn't have any his own. Whatever he has got by the mercy of the Lord. That is what he believes. So in this purport, Prabhupada explains that what should be a characteristics of a Krishna conscious person. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you, Krishna Mataji. So I can see chat. Ashwin Prabhu has mentioned a person should discharge his duties thinking he is executing his master's order with military discipline, or an actor acting according to director's order without being affected by character he plays. Good, very nice analogy. Balasenda Mataji is saying one should offer all actions to Krishna with the consciousness that they are his servant, not controller, and must be free from selfish desire, possessiveness, anxiety, and perform the prescribed duty. It is possible, right, Mataji? Happening. No anxiety while we're doing, no possessiveness, no selfish desire. Okay. Sabrish Prabhu, we shouldn't be happy without cooperation of Krishna. Without cooperation, okay, huh? Perform duties as per will of Lord, without personal consideration. Nirmama, have thought of nothing is mine. Very difficult now. Nothing is mine. Okay. When we share our point also, we feel that this point is my point. I have shared this point. So, Mataji, the Supreme Lord is the soul of all souls. Who depends on Supreme Soul is called Chetasha. One will get liberated when is according to without feverish mentality, Vigatachara. Yes, yes, nice. Thank you. Rajan Prabhu, in such a way, we should behave that Krishna, a source of everything, and works in this Krishna and everything, and everyone works for him. Kirtana, when we understand that nothing belongs to us, Krishna is the proprietor of everything, we'll be able to understand Krishna. He should his devotees that are spiritual, that are satisfy Krishna, not himself. Thank you. Devaran Prabhu wants us to sacrifice for the good will of Lord Krishna and at the same time discharge without claiming ownership because everything done. Thank you all. I think other devotees, they're writing. Thank you. Jim Prabhu also putting nice message. No Krishna, of your work to him. Give up personal desires. Personal desires, giving up. Okay. Say ownership. Act without hesitation. Progress towards liberation. So all of you have understood nicely. Only part remaining is Gyan is there. Only Vigyan is missing. Implementation. So all of you are qualified candidates to answer any question that comes from this topic. But we are the same people who come with problems in life because we do not apply these principles. Okay, just I was pulling your legs. I know you're all advanced. So I will just share some points. I think other devotees have points on similar lines also. Akash Prabhu has joined. Wow, thank you, Prabhu. Fear is a very immediate emotion that comes to us. And same is enhanced when we have material desire. Yeah, very good realization. If we keep our mind and focus on Krishna, we'll always be satisfied and our real goal will be met. Real goal will be met, but not the goals we have set. There is a difference between the goals we have set and the goals that is actually meant for us. But thank you, Akash Prabhu. So very nice and wonderful points all of you have said. इसमें देखो आप भगवान क्या कह रहे हैं. If you see here, Prabhupada, the Prabhupada is saying one has to discharge duties as if in a military discipline. Why the word military discipline is used? ऐसा क्यों प्रभुपाद जी ने military discipline word use किया? You would have seen military people, right? What they do?
Like follow with
Whatever is,
Without
they
question.
follow.
Without
They
question.
follow. Without question. Very nice answer, both of you. No question.
yes.
No question means what? Means whatever is given, follow it. Even if some question comes in their mind, they don't ask. Why they don't ask? Why they don't ask?
Because they have received orders from the qualified.
They have received
Gyanis.
orders from the qualified. So even if they doubt, ki, they would have their opinions. Ki, maybe this should be better, that way was better. But they value the position of the person who is giving that. That no, they have experience. They have done this before. So let us do. They would have seen all angles and then they would have. So no questions asked. So in Krishna consciousness, when we come,
Basically, it's a command. Basically, it's a
Ranjan Prabhu,
command.
yes.
It's basically a command given.
Basically, it is
A command given.
command given. Yes, command. So once command is given, means you have to follow. There is no question, there is no doubt, there is no analysis, there is no staying back and thinking what is the outcome of this, what will be the result of this activity. Military discipline means that. Normal person will think of many things. Normal person will take a step back, take a pause, sit down, write it down. What is the advantages? What is the disadvantage? What is the pros? What is the cons? अच्छा क्या होगा, बुरा क्या होगा? He will discuss and take first opinion, second opinion, third opinion. He will refer to many things. He will try to search for more information on this topic, and so many things he will do. A normal person, but a military disciplined person will not do all this thing. Commander has said, that's it. That itself is everything to that person. The same thing, if told to public, they will have many questions, they will have many judgments and many things. But if said to a soldier will exactly follow as it is and no analysis, no research. How many of you have faced, I mean, you would have faced this many often here also. We always, if you see in ISKCON, the beauty of ISKCON compared to other Sampradaya, I will tell you. They people will directly quote, Srila Prabhupada said this. That's it. There is the end there. No one will go beyond that. Why Prabhupada said this? If you see any lecture, any devotee lecture, anything, they will directly say, Prabhupada said in the purport. That's it. And maybe we are following that also. I need to say, not questioning. Why? Because he is the commander. He is the commander. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu envisioned. Ki in my army, there will be a person after 500 years. He will come. He will become the commander in chief. So Prabhupada is the commander and we are the soldiers. That is why we say we're in Prabhupada army. And here Prabhupada is saying to all of us that we have to follow military discipline. And why some of us, even if we are sharing nice points, not able to follow, or let's say not, I mean to not say devotees here, in general, why devotees also fail to connect to this Krishna consciousness process, or or do more, because they do analysis. They don't follow military discipline. And anyone who has followed military discipline, today you are seeing someone that they are at very good positions in Krishna conscious journey. That you feel them, they are elevated. You feel that they are realized. You feel कि अरे ये बंदा जो है ना, ये इतना अच्छा डिवोटी है. ये माता जी so wonderful devotee, so good mood. This Prabhu, this sannyasi, this Maharaj, how they are serving. See, sometimes we cannot do, but we appreciate, right? That appreciation, what we are doing, is actually to their military discipline, that they have never asked questions to themselves also. Leave about asking about something. So they have just followed what Krishna has spoken. They have just followed what Prabhupada has said, what Bhaktivinoda Thakur has mentioned, what his guru has mentioned, our guru has given. That's it. That is the only duty of a disciple, nothing else. Duty of a disciple is to just be disciplined. Disciple word also comes from this, na? Who can be disciplined. So we are discussing that only, na? Military discipline. Military discipline is given just to understand the context. So if somebody cannot be disciplined, so a disciple is not independent. Independent means what? वो अपना दिमाग लगाएगा कि शायद इस बार तो नहीं हो पाएगा, ये नहीं होगा, वो मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा, या ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है. Means many things will come in her mind or his mind. That is a lack of surrender, lack of faith in Krishna, lack of following in a disciplined manner. But when someone is disciplined, he is not independent. He is fully dependent. If instruction is not given, I cannot do anything. He will be like that. Independent person, how he will behave? Please don't give me instructions. I cannot follow. Independent person will think, don't give me any instruction because it is difficult for me to follow. Whatever I know little, I will do that. And disciplined person, dependent person is like, I need instructions. I need continuous instructions, and please keep me disciplined. Okay. So this is the first thing. military discipline means. Now, if you see one more topic here, there is a word used, Vigata Jwaraha. Jwara is a Sanskrit word for fever. We take Dolo 650 mostly after COVID. That is the best medicine. Doctors are not recommending now Dolo 6. They are saying that if I write them, there will be no value because people know this. So whenever we go for fever, na, they write something similar on lines, something else. Okay, coming back to topic, Vigata Jwaraha. Jwaraha means what happens when we are feverish? We want to take rest. We want to lie down. We want to first be well because we want to come out of that fever. And Vigata Jwara means without lethargic, without being lazy, without being lazy, without being so you see the laziness word in Sanskrit is replaced by a word called feverish or jwaraha. So instead of writing that you are lazy, Krishna is saying to Arjuna that you are feverish, you have a fever, you are ill. That is why you are taking time. And vigata means without any laziness. Now we understood that military discipline has to be followed. No analysis has to be done. Then also another topic comes. People say that yes, I will follow in my own possible time. But here Krishna is saying that when the commander has given the command, there is no waiting. There is no wait time. There is no preparation time. You are already every time in a prepared situation. So there is no need of spending or delaying it. When we should perform the command given by the commander? Immediately. Don't be lazy in taking that action. Immediately. When Guru Maharaj was 19 years, uh, I think 19th year he took initiation. But before that, when he was 17, 18, before his initiation, so they were asking him that you are now at a very young age, better you get married. Some people told him. So Guru Maharaj told, I have to ask my Guru what to do. So Guru said, you are a young boy, you have a lot of time, and there is a lot of time in your life to discuss about this topic. So don't worry about that. So he just followed. Okay, whatever people say doesn't matter. My Guru is saying, I'm very young. I am in my teens, 19, 18, 17, teenager. So let me complete that, then he will guide me further. When he became 19, he got initiated, first initiated. And at the age of 21, he said, okay, you take sannyas. The moment he said he took take sannyas, Guru Maharaj told him many times later, there was nothing to think of. Like, is it good for me? Is it bad for me? Shall I take a step back and ask for a week? That Prabhupada, give me a week. I will come back to you on this and I will take a decision. I will take a call. Nothing. He said just okay. It was not like he accepted this. Understand? Because he doesn't know how much it will be for the rest of his life, what it means, what it carries. He just was in 2, 3 years of Krishna consciousness and he was just instructed and he told what will happen more than that, it matters that I cannot defy my Guru. And he accepted. It's not like he accepted wholeheartedly, he doesn't know what is there. And he accepted sannyas. Then the moment he was there, he was asked to become the temple president of, before sannyas, I think at the age of 20 or after sannyas, I don't exactly remember. He was asked to be the temple president at such a young age. He immediately accepted. Then in some time, it was said that you go to India and you go to the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There you learn Bengali, you preach in Bengali language. Whatever was said, it is not easy. If today we ask you to go to some foreign country and ask you to learn that language, be there, your entire life and start preaching there. It is something which is way out of our comfort zone. And we may be like, why this? Please give me something else. We might tell ki we also want to serve, but please give me something which I can do, not this. Right? That is what reality happens. But that is not what he said. He didn't want to say that I have mood for service, but as per my capacity you give it, or as per my comfortability you give it. Whatever you give, that is accepted. I have to accept. I mean to say, I don't like, I like, doesn't matter. That is the meaning of word Vigata Jwaraha. And here it is also mentioned below, if we go, that yes, one who depends solely on Holy and Supreme Soul without personal consideration. Without personal consideration means without thinking that what is my personal benefit here or what is my personal loss here. That is the meaning of real surrender. That is the meaning of fully Krishna conscious person. That is the meaning of Adhyatma Chetas, fully Krishna conscious. There is no personal consideration. Sometimes we might also do certain things without any personal consideration. Maybe let's say our sadhana, or maybe some festivals, or even fasting, or even going walking for Govardhan Parikrama. There are many things that we can do, saying that we are also not considering personally what will happen. So that is correct. That is also one form of uh, sacrificing for Krishna and not stretching for the Lord or Prabhupada. But yes, so that stretching has to be, if you see pure devotees, that stretching is always there at every moment of their life. And that happens in very much expanded and extensive form. So, that is what is fully Krishna conscious, as Rishamati was sharing, that the qualities of fully Krishna conscious person. So Vigata Jwaraha. Now there is one more thing I want to say. Laziness represents what? Mode of ignorance. So Vigata Jwaraha means he's saying come out of mode of ignorance. Krishna is saying. Vigata Jwaraha, come out of mode of ignorance. Then the second part, oh, you can. So then the second point, if you see here, it is mentioned Nirmamo Bhutva, Nirasir Nirmamo Bhutva. Nirasir means without desire for any profit. Nirmamo means without any ownership. Now, what is this? Mode of passion. Mode of passion means what? The mode of ignorance means they will be always lazy. Mode of passion means they will be having some desire. They will be having some expectations. They will be having some ownership, me, mine. So come out of that also, Krishna is saying. And the word is used to understand near and near. It's like two times. Near means without, without. Okay. So that is mode of passion. So first he is saying, come out of mode of ignorance. Here he is saying, come out of mode of passion. Here he is saying, come out of mode of goodness. What is this? Sanyasha Adhyatma. Here Adhyatma means with full knowledge of the self. Sannyasa, giving up completely. People are having full knowledge of the self sometimes. So they can be called as spiritual people. But there is a difference between spiritual and devotional. Many a times we use this word interchangeably, but there is small difference. A impersonalist person can be a spiritual person. A person who doesn't believe in, कोई अगर व्यक्ति है जो भगवान के रूप में विश्वास नहीं रखता है, वो क्या है? मायावादी है, इम्पर्सनलिस्ट है. तो ऐसे लोग स्पिरिचुअल तो है बट डिवोशनल नहीं है या ट्रांसेंडेंटल नहीं है, ठीक है ना? सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड नाउ हियर इट इज मेंशनिंग दैट sannyasa adhyatma means there are many people who might be spiritual, doing with great yogis and all, but they might not be devotional. So come out of that mode of goodness also. And what you do? Mai sarvani karmani. Any activities you have, you offer it to me. Everything you offer it to me. So that is the bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is such a ladder that will take someone who is in the mode of ignorance to cross even the mode of goodness and come to the mode of transcendence. Okay. So there are not many ways in which you can go from the lowest level to the highest level. There could be methods where आपको ऐसे मिलेंगे उपाय जिसमें कि आप नीचे से थोड़ा ऊपर आओगे फिर थोड़ा little by little. But इसमें भक्ति योगा is a process where you can come from the lowest till the highest. So that is the beauty of this process. Now it is mentioned also that no claims to proprietorship and no desire for profit. So this is very difficult, right? For everything we see profit. What is the benefit if I do this? What is the benefit if I don't do this? What will I gain? And what are the things that I can say that I have achieved? What are my achievements? That is proprietorship. What are my achievements? That is what the discussion happens every time between office colleagues, between parents and kids. What are your achievements in your life? Even in resume, when you apply for a job, you mention your achievements. So achievements uh, means what do we own? What do we have gained? You know, all are material achievements, definitely. So that is what is given so much of importance. And until we have all this, uh, we are not. We cannot say that we have surrendered. That is the quality of a fully Krishna conscious person. Nirmama, nothing is mine. Okay, so I think this is what we wanted to add. Um, any questions? Anyone has or any point to share? Hmm. Even after coming to ISKCON also what happens? Devotees, they do preaching, that is also one more point. They become full-time devotees. And after that also, I mean to say that many do not come, first of all, to full-time devotees. They stay in their material life and they claim many things to be theirs. They are not able to leave that. But many practicing also come to full-time stage where they get attached to the position that they are offered in the temple. They are attached to the respect that they receive in the temple or from devotees. Then they are attached to members. Okay, they are my members and they are your members. So there should be some difference between members. So, so this me and mine is a very, very subtle thing. Okay. So it even if you come to devotional service, still it is very difficult to give that. So we all have to understand this that there was one line written here. What you have to understand here in this me and mine is one has to realize that nothing in the world belongs to him. Everything is belongs to the Supreme Lord. Everything, everything, everything belongs to Supreme Lord. So let it be whatever. Everything belongs to him. So he, yeah. A devotee should be very careful in all this. Okay. Any questions anyone has or any point to share? We have to meditate on all this, what we are discussing, how much I follow this in my life. Just because you are having a family that we are in Grihasthashram doesn't mean that we do not have any means to follow all this. A Grihastha can be fully Krishna conscious person with no proprietorship, with no ownership, with no, even if he is a working person, she is a working person, she is taking care of the family. Still, this is all in an internal state of mind. Okay, what is your consciousness? And to test yourself if you are really this or not. Um, in matters when things happen like that, what is your thought process? When something is lost, when you lose something, when there is a loss of image, loss of reputation, loss of money, loss of health, loss of job, loss of facilities, loss of whatever we have achieved, loss of achievements. So what do you go through? That is the test of our Krishna consciousness. That is one test. Second test is whenever anything comes to us as an instruction or a command, how much time do we take to follow it? How much analysis we do? That also is a test to see that what is the discipleship we have. Because now, if you see initiation, many people are thinking initiation means you get a new name, you get the mantra in your ear from the guru. That is okay, one part where you receive the mantra from the guru and officially you are connected. The second is the discipleship, Shishyatva, that is maintained by this Vigata, Jwara, and military discipline. So that based on that only we can say how much closer we are to our Guru. So these two things, these are the tests for a devotee. Okay. Yeah. I will stop here. Okay. Kakas Babu has shared. Perfect disciple should be disciplined in all the mannerisms, verbal, relation, physical. Yeah. So 1, 2 points you can all share, then maybe we can wind up. And please don't stay silent. Anything, but please share. If not points, maybe something which you are able to relate after meditating on these points.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
So, yeah, so when we study, like when we know that meditate about this, okay, that we have to be not only for this, but when it comes to the reality, like, if we are going through a appraisal or anything, like where, we cannot control over it, right? Like, be anywhere, like, be, even though knowing that, okay, everything is under Krishna, be say, I say personally for myself, okay, I have surrendered to Krishna, whatever happening, good or bad, to Krishna. But we do not control at a time, sometimes even the anger or things. So anger is okay, that okay, if you feel okay that you are getting lost, then you will create, like, even the family or outside it. But when for the silly things where we feel ki, okay, ठीक है, let it be this percentage only, okay, then we get, okay, some kind of things fight between managers, me or colleagues. So after knowing, also we do. Since I have connected to the ISKCON, my colleagues and all those who are in the company, they are not from the ISKCON, right? So they don't know, but I know it. But even though I behave with them also the same way, like how they do, I don't know, because sometimes I get, see, from last 15 days or 1 month, I have a lot of, the default. Like I feel that, okay, again, I'm going down because of probably not proper association or something. But when I be in the class or in the temple, my mind will be different. But when I see that in a different way, like offices and all, it is the same for me. So I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah. What you are saying, it is an honest thing that everyone is facing. So you just said it. तो आपने जो फेस किया है वो सबके साथ हो रहा है. तो देखो आपने एक पॉइंट कहा उसमें, सर आंसर भी आपने कहा है. यू ऑलरेडी शेयर्ड द आंसर. व्हाट यू सेड that when you are in temple, when you are in class, these things do not happen to you. Why it doesn't happen? Because you are in association of such people. So association of such people, association of, let's say Arjuna was there in which place? Kurukshetra. And the same thing Dhritarashtra was thinking. कि कुरुक्षेत्र इज ए प्लेस ऑफ पिलग्रिम. वो यानी कि धाम है. तो वहां पे तो फिर इफेक्ट किसका होगा? जो सत्य के रास्ते पे है. So similarly, all these things, situations have an effect on us. So when we are with people who are spiritually inclined, we tend to be in the mode of goodness or in mode of transcendence. Then when our association changes, then automatically our habits slowly change. Then slowly what happens? We stop association. Then everything gets changed. Many devotees say me, I will ask them, Prabhu, why you didn't come for class today? I'm not saying about all of you. I'm just saying some other devotees. They will say, Prabhu, I came to temple on Thursday. Or they will say me that, Prabhu, I did Ekadasi. They will tell me, I am watching YouTube videos of this and that. So, or they will say, I went to Tirumala and I went to Udupi. They will say all this to me. They are thinking that I am asking them to go to temples and have prasad, or they will do follow Ekadasi, or they will say that Prabhu, I'm chanting Prabhu every day 1 round, I'm chanting, or while I'm driving, I'm chanting. So they don't understand that all these are okay when you have devotee association. When you don't have devotee association, then whatever you do today, whatever we claim today to be doing, that will only deteriorate and go away slowly. So we have seen many devotees. So devotee association today, if I am in Krishna consciousness, just because of devotee association, not like devotees are coming to meet me, I have to take that opportunity to meet them. I have to take that facility to take some seva, take something, push myself to wake up, to go, to attend festivals, just by seeing them, by observing them, by just standing next to them and seeing how they're chanting, how they're doing service and all. That is devotee association first. Then is we read, we hear, you know. So जितना आप अपना इंटरेक्शन बढ़ाओगे भक्तों के साथ, आप बच के रहोगे. Earlier times were different in Satyuga and all. Even if let's say you after from temple you go home, still the environment was pious environment everywhere. It is Kali Yuga. It is Kali Yuga. What it is fully different outside the boundaries of our temple. Things are very different, right? So so when you say that you are facing trouble, that is there. So a devotee, what it does, he cannot stop that association. So association, what is happening also, I'll tell you. Now a devotee takes the association from temple or devotees and shastras and try to use that as a kavacha, as a protection mechanism when he goes out. And he does not associate with others. Does not associate means not that they don't speak to anyone. I speak to my colleagues, but I know where I should give my association or I should be neutral. But I cannot take their association. Take their association means I cannot follow them. I cannot follow what they are doing. So today also one person is there in our office. Every day he will come with me for lunch because he was frustrated. He was about to do suicide. Somewhere he came to know that I am in ISKCON or something. He came to me and he saw Gantimala in lift or something. He approached and he's a good friend. Now one more friend has come with him. He's also frustrated. He brought one more frustrated friend. Okay, so then the second person doesn't know my name, so he will say that you call your Sattvic friend. We'll discuss with him. So my name he has given Sattvic friend. So when you go, they are discussing all nonsense. Okay, but I have to give my association or I have to be neutral. I cannot take their association. The moment I have to only take association from Shastra and devotees, Guru Sadhu Shastra, right? So that is what is, and we have to increase our association with all this. Andre Prabhu, right? So that is where we'll be able to apply. So this kavacha, we have to use it carefully. Kavacha of devotee association. The moment we're going weak means we are losing devotee association. ठीक है ना? प्रैक्टिकली यही है, प्रैक्टिकली और कुछ है नहीं. कितनी बार हम याद करते हैं जब कोई हमारे लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम आते हैं. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स डू यू रिमेम्बर एनी श्लोका ऑफ भगवत गीता when situation comes? What is there in nectar of instruction? What is there in Bhagavatam? What is there in Bhagavad Gita? Maybe some of times we remember also, but then what about other times when we don't remember? So we have to bring that practice. There was one, I think Nitai Sevani Mataji only. In some like Nitai Sevani Mataji's glorification was happening by His Grace uh, Radheshyam Prabhu when she came to Pune for some preaching. Prabhuji was saying that once they went to their home, so they were discussing Mataji's home. Mataji has two kids, and they are devotees. Prabhu is also Samba Prabhu, and Mataji and kids are there. So whatever in their life, in their school, in their college, in their office, and whatever issues will come, they will come home and they will start searching. All Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, because which sloka will solve this? Which sloka will solve this? They will start searching. That is the mood of the house. And then they will discuss. So they will independently search, and then they will discuss what you have searched, what you have searched, what you have searched. Then they will have a discussion. Okay, for this thing, what approach we should take? Now in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is given this, in Bhagavatam is given this. So like that they will discuss and they will conclude that this is what you have to do. For everything, for small to big thing, they will go to Shastra and find out what Prabhupada said on this, what Prahlad Maharaj has done on this, what. So that is how our mindset should be. कि भगवान ने इस पे क्या कहा है, क्या करना चाहिए. मुझे कुछ नहीं करना. आई डोंट हैव टू यूज माई इंटेलिजेंस इज टू सर्च एंड फाइंड इट आउट and then do what is doing that. So are we on that platform? Are we doing like that? But see, that is higher, but are we on that? We are immediately thinking, where is the solution? Where to look at? Then we'll find. Then that is a devotee life. Okay, I'm just giving examples so that you can understand how devotees are living their life. So ठीक है ना देवानंद प्रभु.
Yes, Prabhu.
धीरे धीरे आएगा. आप डिवोटी एसोसिएशन रखो और ये सबके साथ है. Then it will be difficult. Yesterday only one devotee came and he had a rough patch in 2024. He was a devotee nicely, and in 2024 his sister got married. For that he went through a financial crisis, and for 4 5 months he could not come to temple, and that led to a very bad downgrade of his spiritual life in 2025 till now 2026. Even if he has now understood and risen up, that patch of 4 months is still haunting him because he didn't have devotee association. He did many mistakes and during that time at personal level, at spiritual level. So he was sharing on Sunday. Then we were discussing how important it is to have devotee association at all times. So we are like sometimes, ठीक है यार, 1 month there is a function, 1 week there is a puja. I am going to native, and it's good. I will not receive any call, any message. Okay, nobody is going to disturb me. This is full. Yeah, our mind will give you tricks. Ki, okay, this is an independent period. I know when I message devotees, now are you coming for Bhakti Riksha? When they will not have any reasons, they will not reply. But if they are ill, they will immediately pray. Immediately, Prabhu, I am not well. Or if they are out of station, I am out of station. But when they are everything is okay, they'll not message till you call them. Okay. But if they are having they're out of town, they're having some emergency in hospital, immediately they'll reply. Okay. So that is how, see, I understand how psychology works. So I said, okay, means they are to their level of realization. It will take time. Okay. So I'm just not pulling your legs, but you see, that is how it happens normally. Okay. Any other sharing or question? Okay. Fine. So, so it is our duty that when we are going to native or where our in-laws are coming or when we are out of station, that is our duty that what kavacha I have planned for myself for this time. That is my duty as a disciple, my duty as a devotee, not any mentor's duty. Mentors will be there today, someday will die tomorrow. What will happen to us? This is ultimately my spiritual life. So we should be worried about that. Correct? Okay, 1 or 2 points maybe some you add, then we'll wind up because only one question was there. So, uh, sharing, we can start surrendering all good deeds and all good work with by Narayanati Sampramayam Saranagati Mantra. Okay, good. Offering means what? Prabhu, today I did this. Offer. Uh, Not like that. First of all, we have to follow what Lord has said, and it should be aligned with Shastra. We should do what He likes. We cannot do what we like and then offer it to the Lord, right? If I want to make my father happy, I cannot do what I like and say that I did for you. You take it. So it is like what he likes, and it can be different than what I like. Then he will be happy. That is the act of surrender. Thank you all. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंड प्रणाम।
हरे
कुछ पूछना था मेरे को प्रभु जी।
हाँ पूछे।
तो मेरे फैमिली में बेबी हुआ है, तो पूजा नहीं कर सकता है ना?
घर पे नहीं कर सकते,
मंदिर में कर सकते।
मंदिर में तो सब अलग है, घर पे नहीं कर सकते। ओके, आप फॉलो
भोगा के लिए
कीजिए
क्या
कुछ
करना?
दिन।
भोगा
हाँ अभी नहीं, मंदिर आ सकते हैं, सब कर सकते हैं, लेकिन घर पे पूजा ना कीजिए। घर पे प्रसाद पाइए, खाली
तो
जमा कीजिए।
प्रसाद कैसे करेंगे?
प्रसाद कैसे पाएंगे? प्रसाद आपके भगवान के ऑल्टर के को छोड़ के भी बाकी जगह फोटो लगा होगा ना, वहां पे ऑफर कीजिए। मानसिक ऑफरिंग, मन से। ठीक है ना? चलो, थैंक यू। हरे कृष्णा।